welcome back to my channel. This is Sandra if you haven't been here before, and today we are going to be filming a very short makeup video, and I'm using all drugstore products. But before we actually get started, I just want to show you what I use to prep my skin before I apply makeup. And this is something, it's part of my skincare routine that I do on a weekly basis. The moisturizing, of course, daily. But for instance, the first product, when I'm in the shower, and it's usually only when I wash my hair, which is maybe twice a week, I will use this product. This is the Ives Radiant Skin Pink Lemon and Mandarin Orange Scrub. So it is a exfoliant, and you need to make sure to take off all the dead skin cells on your face to prep it for your moisturizer and your makeup, and it'll give it that nice smooth finish, and it gets rid of any of that buildup that you don't want. So I do that twice a week. And then the next thing I usually do is, we are sticking with the drugstore theme today. Keep in mind, this is the Neutrogena HydroBoost Hydrating Serum with Hyaluronic acid. So the hyaluronic acid helps to peel away dead skin cells as well, and it just keeps your face feeling smooth and fresh and soft all day long. So the next thing that I use is this little guy. So CeraVe is a very natural balanced moisturizer. This is the daytime, the AM, with an SPF of 30 to protect from the UV rays from the sun. And I actually haven't applied this yet, so I'll put it on while I'm talking. So this helps protect your skin. It gives it a little bit of radiance, I think. This one has a little bit of radiance in it. But it's very important, even if you have oily skin, I know I've mentioned this before, to make sure you always moisturize. And generally, when I apply the hyaluronic acid serum, I put that on about 10-15 minutes before I moisturize. It's good to let the product soak into your skin before applying a new product. And I should say that sometimes if you apply an SPF, it will have a little bit of white. I don't know, if you rub your skin together after applying the moisturizer, it kind of peels off, so just be aware of that when you're applying your foundation, or like right here you can kind of see, I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's kind of peeling off now. So anything with an SPF will do that, because the SPF is like acting as a shield protecting your skin. Okay, on with the makeup look. So first thing is first, we're using this Milani Prime Correct Face Primer, and it's for light to medium skin tones. You have to shake it up, and I'm just going to take about a pea-size amount. This looks really orange, but it really isn't. I've used it before. You will notice no color change whatsoever. And it feels like it feels very moisturizing, but it also feels a little bit of silicone in there. You can feel the difference when you put it on your skin, but it will fill your pores, which is kind of what you want from a primer. And it gives you the base before you put on your foundation. Okay, going in with my moistened Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. And foundation, we're using this Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation in the shade 220 Natural Beige. So we're going to give it a little shake. And it just has an open bottle, which is kind of inconvenient when you're putting your foundation on your sponge, but we'll work with it. So I don't want a whole lot today. And actually, before we forget, I'm going to add this L'Oreal Truematch Lumi Glow Amore 507 Daybreak. They're little glow drops. So I shake it up, and I'm going to actually add a dropper full, maybe not a whole dropper full. See how much comes out of there. And let's do 4 drops. Okay. That works. So I'm going to put it all over my face and see if it gives it a little bit of added glow. Because I'm not really going for a full coverage look today. It's going to be a very quick look. And just so you know, I'm actually not going to be using any drugstore eyeshadow. I actually got rid of all of my drugstore eyeshadow and a lot of my drugstore makeup recently, because most of it was older, but I don't actually own any drugstore shadows. So we're going in with a bronzer on the eyes today. And actually it does help to make your look a little bit quicker because you can multitask. You can use your bronzer for your contour or an all over bronze, and you can use it for your shadow. It's like a 2-in-1 deal. Yeah, who doesn't like that? Okay, so just a quick blend. The shade is very close to my natural skin tone, so I'm not going to blend down my neck. I'm going to keep it easy. Very easy look today. Good, good, good. Okay, next we're taking some concealer and highlighting the dark circles. So this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circles. This is the shade Light. And it just has, mine is a little old, but it has this little sponge applicator. And to bring up more product, you twist it. So we'll twist it and put it all under the eye area. And I'm not, put a little bit up there. A little bit in my highlighting areas. Take the pointy edge of my blender. Blend out that shade. This is actually one of the best concealers that you can buy from the drugstore. It doesn't crease, it doesn't make your wrinkles more pronounced. It's perfect for aging skin. It's perfect for young skin. It's just an all-around good concealer. Okay. Now we're going in with a powder. So this is the Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade 10 Fair Light. It is a loose powder, and it's kind of cool how the jar opens. Just had to show that. So I'm just going to tap a little bit in the cap, and I'm going right in with my beauty blender. Tap out my creases before we apply. And then put it under the under eye. Anywhere that you've put concealer, you always want to set. I've actually not tried just using a setting spray. I think with the amount of concealer I've put on so far in my videos, I don't think a setting spray would work. And I like a very matte face. I feel like when it's glowy and kind of moves around on your skin, it just would come off too easy. Maybe winter it's easier too because your skin is a bit more dry and the products will stay longer, but in summer, everything will just melt right off my skin. I spend a lot of time outside in summer, so. Okay, we're going to go in with this big fluffy brush by Real Techniques and set the rest of my face. And now we are going to go in with brows. So I think I got this for Christmas. This is the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Ash Brown. And it's got a spoolie just like the Anastasia, but this is by NYX, NYX. Okay, just a tiny little brow pencil on that end. We're going to go ahead and fill in our brows. And I'm more of a natural ash shade, so this shade would be perfect for my eyebrows. Usually if I go in with like a brown, it's almost too red for me. And then at the start of your brow, just flick up into the side in small hair-like strokes. My left brow looks a lot more empty than my right brow does. I think this is the first time I've used this brow pencil, and just as a side note, it's not applying as easy as the Anastasia brow does. Or for the Maybelline brow definer, for that matter. It feels like it's a little bit more waxy and I'm having a harder time applying the product. Which is good and bad. If you're looking for a quick fix, it's going to take you a lot longer. But if you don't want a huge dramatic eye, it might be a better product for you as well. Going in with the spoolie, and I'm going to brush them out. I've made them look a lot bushier than I usually have them. That's okay. It can be a natural bushy eyebrow day, hey? Good. Okay, we're going to set them down with my Maybelline Clear Brow Gel. Great Lash. And this is where we can bronze up our face. So this is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I have the deep bronzer, but you can actually get very light or light and medium. And this looks like it has a little bit of shimmer to it, but I've heard that it applies matte, so we're going to check it out and see. So for my bronzer, I'm going to go in with this Luxie 660 Precision Foundation Brush. It's a foundation brush, but I think it's going to work really well for my cheekbone contour. This isn't a very dramatic bronze. I think it can be built up to make it a little bit more dark. Put some underneath the lip, tad bit under the jaw, contour the nose a tiny bit, just adding some color, and around the hairline and the temples, warming up the face a little tiny bit. One of my pet peeves when my hair is on my face while I do my makeup, so you'll never see me with my hair down. Okay, so we're going to take the same bronzer, and I'm going to use this tiny Morphe brush. It's the M514, and it's just kind of like a fluffy crease brush. These are all natural hairs, by the way. Okay, take your bronzer, dip it in the bronzer, and you start on the inside crease part here. Just go back and forth, and you can already see after just a tiny bit of application, you're going to get a little bit of definition in the crease. And with this just all natural brow or bronzy look, I kind of bring it up just a little bit up to here, up to the brow bone, just a tiny bit on the inside. And keep it focused on the crease for the rest of the eye. And I look at this closely, it does have a little bit of shimmer. I'm not a shimmer girl when it comes to bronzer. I like having a matte bronzer. Very natural and very pretty. Alright. Moving on to blush. This is the Maybelline Fit Me blush in this shade Nude. Very natural looking blush as well. I'm going to take another Luxie brush, or Luxie. This is 514 and it's pink. It's actually the perfect blush brush. Okay, just swirl it around in the color, tap off the brush, smile a little bit, and apply to the apples of your cheeks. Blend into the contour. I feel like this blush has a tiny bit of shimmer to it as well. Alright, so now before I apply mascara or liner, I'm just going to give my face a quick spray with this Maybelline Master Fix by Face Studio Locking In Makeup Wear Boosting Setting Spray. It's always important to shake the bottle before you apply any spray. And about a ruler's length away. Make sure to let it dry. Also going in with a liquid liner today. So with this look, you can leave it liner free. You can just go and apply mascara, and it's perfectly natural looking and doesn't take a lot of work. A lot of people are scared of liquid liner. This is the L'Oreal Liner Intense Carbon Black. I think the writing's worn off my tube, that's why I can't really read it from there. But what it looks like is this tiny little brush. Oh, there was a big hair on there. That was not a good look. Just a tiny little brush. And we're going to go in close to the lash line. And just do a very fine line as close as you can to the lash line. And this liner is actually a brush, but the Wet n Wild liner is more like a sponge tip brush. It's kind of hard to explain, but either of these liners is perfect. I like them both. They're both matte, which I enjoy. And a perfect black line as close to your lashes as possible will just make your lashes look that much fuller and thicker. If you make a mistake, it's difficult when you have colored shadow already applied, but for this look you can just go in with a damp Q-tip and wipe it away, or you can make your line a little bit thicker. I feel like that's what most people end up doing, and then at the end of the look they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't want that thick of a line. The next step is your mascara. So I am again using my L'Oreal Voluminous Feline Mascara in Blackest Black. This is my favorite mascara. And how I apply my mascara is I kind of apply a coat all over it first, and then I go back in and I go down to the base of my eyelashes as close as I can get, and I kind of slowly bring it up and push into my lashes, so it kind of gives them a little bit of a lift. And then as they're drying, they'll actually stay elongated and lifted. I'm very picky with my mascara, and I keep going until I get it right, and I probably apply a million coats. I'm not one of those girls to apply one coat of mascara and let it dry and then apply another one. I just keep at it until it looks the way I want it to. We'll also put a little bit on the lower lash line. And I'm not sure if everybody knows this, but with mascara, like even makeup has an expiry date. And maybe what I'll do is I'll find that and I'll post it on Instagram for you. No mascara after 3 months, no matter if you've used it or not, once it's been opened, it needs to go in the garbage. So 3 months for mascara, you guys. Powders usually have quite a bit of a longer expiry date, so your shadows and your blushes will last a lot longer. And your setting powders. Now for lips, we are going in the 09 Spice Milani Color Statement Lip Liner as Use. And we're topping it with this Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Liquid Lipstick in the shade Ruler, number 80. And it's like this awesome pinky color, but not really a pink. You'll see when I put it on. I know when you put liquid lipstick on, girls on Instagram and other YouTube videos make it look so easy, but it is not that easy. And it's hard to wipe off after you've applied it. So you can clean up any errors. I usually just use my fingernail to try to get that line as close to your lip line as you can. Sometimes I just make it a little bit bigger. Okay, I think that's it for this look, you guys. So with my hair down, because I guess I lied, I had my hair down halfway through the video, but the clip that I was using was giving it this little dent, and I didn't want that today. So what do you guys think? There are some parts of this look that are maybe not quite that easy. Maybe the eyeliner, maybe you need a little bit of one-on-one with eyeliner, or how to apply your lipstick. Let me know what you think. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and please, please, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.